Hello everyone, I'm Mr. W with Storytime. Now if you like looking and finding things wrong, come along with me, we'll do it all story long. This is Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall shouldn't be there at all. Then I looked up and I said, "Oh man." And that's how Wacky Wednesday began. I looked out the window and I said, "Gee, more things were wacky." And I saw 3. Like a hose that's not connected but still sprinkling water, or a worm chasing a bird. And look up at the apple tree. Are those bananas? I went down the hall and I said, "Hey, 3 more things were wacky today." Like a picture hanging upside down, about a candy cane holding up a table. And who saw the 2 doorknobs on this door? In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. There's a fish in a bottle. That's not right. He left his sock on in the shower. That's 2. There's a faucet pointing up. That's 3. About a palm tree and a toilet. That's 4. I began to dress. Then I said, "Wow, 4 more things were wacky now." Like a chair that's leg isn't connected, or a shoe stuck to the bottom of his bed. There's another shoe up on the ceiling. That's 3. And the numbers on the clock are all going in the wrong direction. That's 4. I looked in the kitchen. I said, "By cracky, 5 more things are very wacky." Like a bug holding up a refrigerator, or a cup hanging on nothing. There's no hook. There's an umbrella in a pot, a hole in a table instead of a plate, and number 5 is this mouse chasing a cat. I was late for school. I started along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Those steps aren't underneath the door. There's no door for those steps. There's no house but a window. Up here you have a tree coming out of a chimney. Then you come over here and there's a tiger in the stroller. And there's a man driving in the back seat of the car. And then 7 more. How about a house with no side? Or a green sun? That's supposed to be yellow. How about this utility pole that's, well, just floating? And the sign, stop, should be red, not green. And go should be green, not red. You got the shoe sitting on the man's head who's driving, and you got feet coming out of the bottom of the car instead of a tire. But where's number 7? There it is. Birds don't wear shoes. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, "Nothing is wacky around here but you." Well, this one has no legs, and this one's missing part of her neck. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Let's see if we can find all 8. A shoe hanging from the tree. A turtle on top of the tree. Tigers inside the school. That for sale sign says fur sale sign, like the fur on the tigers. They spelled school wrong. That should be an O, not a U. There's a shoe on top of the flagpole. The flag is drawn all wrong. And the pole is missing something there. I ran into school. I yelled, Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class. She's got roller skates on. It's hard to see, but that phone isn't connected to anything. There's a shoe underneath the table leg. This girl is standing on top of that boy's head, and he has no chair. This is Abraham Lincoln, but it says George Washington. This boy has a big beard. I don't think that's right. This boy is facing the wrong way. And this one has no head. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. Well, there's a mouse holding on to the cord of the phone, and it's connected through the plant pot. And, well, it says George Washington again, but that's a different president. He's Ulysses S. Grant. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Well, I guess so, 'cause he's walking his alligator. There's a shoe on the bottom of the flagpole. Again, that flag's not right. Not that way. The building is floating above the ground. Now that says George Washington, and that's right, but he's facing the wrong way on his horse. That man is sitting on a bench in the water. This woman is pushing a stroller on top of the car. There's a shoe on the bottom of that tree. There's a shoe on the hood of that car. And what's a giraffe doing in the hole in the street? Then I counted 11. Oh my goodness, there's so many. There's an alligator in the stroller. And there's a tree in that stroller. There's a book up in the tree. This tree is yellow when they're all green. They spelled 4 wrong again. That's like the number 4. This door is sideways. I don't think that's right. There's a shoe up in the cloud. This baby has a beard. There's no wheels on the stroller. There's a ski on the front of that stroller. This one doesn't have any back wheels. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolwoman McGann. Let's see all the things wrong on this page. We'll start over here at the door on the sidewalk. There's a window with no building. This stroller has feet. This stroller's being pushed by a tiger. This pig? What pig has chicken feet? There's shoes, but no person walking. This cow has two back ends, but where's its head? This buggy is upside down. I hope the baby doesn't fall out. This plane is taking off backwards. This stroller has a baby pushing a big person in it. And wait a minute, where's the bridge for that car to go across? I'm sorry, patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of day. But be glad Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Yeah, 'cause he has a shoe on his badge and a shoe on his hand. And his hat is backwards. Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then you can go back to bed. All right, here we go. We got to find 20. How about the sidewalk rolling up? The man sitting on his head on the bench? A wheel on a bush? Look at the road. It goes up into the sky. There's two suns. There's a house floating off the ground. There's an airplane on the road. Well, this woman has no head. This woman's in a chair while she pushes her stroller. There's a car floating up in the sky. There's someone pushing a stroller on the road. That's not right. This tree is missing all that part of its trunk. This chimney's not attached to the building. These houses are stacked up on top of each other. That's not right. This stroller is, missing. It's just got the wheels and the baby. Did you see the bush with a shoe on? How about this stroller with feet? Who saw the fish fishing a person? And this pig has no legs. But wait a minute. What about the patrolman has 3 legs? Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Thanks for counting along with me. Join me next story time. I'm Mr. W. Thanks for listening.